Yes, good
Morning.
evening.
I know that Rashida's busy in the background. I'm going to introduce her shortly. I know people are excited to start day 3, but we'll just give people a few minutes to get themselves together. And of course, we can be as proficient and excellent as we like, but IT has its own little world, as we know. So, Maima, Esther, have you been listening in? Have you not been able to join us so far, or?
Hi, good evening. This is Esther.
Hi, Esther.
Hi to you. I've not been able to join because I had a problem with the link. So I was sent for, but
Oh,
I listened yesterday's recording.
brilliant.
So I hope to catch up.
Brilliant, brilliant. Yes. Rashida was saying to me earlier that there's been some sort of difficulty between Zoom, some of the new emails and things. So we love that. We love a challenge. It's never a failure. It's always something to learn and to take on for the next time, isn't it? But welcome, Esther. Really glad you can make it today.
Mm.
Hope that you want to join in and we can really get the best out of today. And yourself, Moma. Very excited. I'm Michelle. I know that you ladies may not or may know who I am. I'm supporting Rashida. I'm emceeing for her. I've had the privilege. I knocked on her door. Let me MC for you. Um, I myself have my own business, but Rashida has been a great part of my journey, and I definitely want to support and endorse Rashida. And I know that if you've already met her, you won't need me to do that. But if you haven't, then you're in for some real exciting times ahead if you engage, in your journey with her. We'll just give people, I think, probably another 5 minutes or so. So if you haven't already, grabbed a coffee, grabbed a cup of tea, grabbed a water, whatever it is that suits you, fruit juice, shake, whatever it is that rocks your world, then please do so. I'm going to have a sip of my coffee. I hope that's okay. Been a long day already for me. It's coming up to tea time. Oh, look, a few more people too. No, I'm not going to be able to. Good morning. I see you've joined us. I don't know if that's your name or your business. Please let me know how to pronounce your name if I. Leaders Reality, I think that is, or Leaders
Good
Reality.
morning.
Good morning.
Yes, ma'am.
How do I pronounce your lovely name?
Oludolapo Akinropo.
Akinapo.
Akinropo. Yes.
No doubt with my wonderful dulcet UK tone and accent, I won't get that right, but very, very welcome. You're very
Thank you.
welcome. Have you also had difficulty with the link this week?
No, it's okay.
No, no. Okay, good, good. Well, I'm really hoping that. Oh, you're from Kenya, Esther. That's incredible. Maima, where are you from? Where are you dialing in from?
The US.
The US. That's a
Yes.
big place.
Yeah, Georgia, to be exact. Georgia.
Georgia.
Yes.
Excellent. So, are you expecting snow?
That's what they say. They say Friday. You're supposed to be
Oh,
expected snow, but
there
their
we go.
snow is like 1 inch.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And how about yourself, Akino Pro? I might get that right eventually. I'm so sorry. Where are you from, my lovely?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, you're Georgia too.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. That's great news. I'll bring Rashida in a moment. We're just going to give people a few more moments.
All right. I am so ready. How's everybody
She's
doing? What's
joined in.
going
She's joined in.
on?
She just can't wait, you see. She can't wait. I just want to.
What is going on, everyone?
Well, Rashida, we've got new names on the block today, and some names that aren't here that have been here for a couple of days. I know that people's life is turbulent and busy, and we have children and all those things to do, and that's part and parcel of what you teach us, isn't it? That's what you do.
It is.
I'm going to introduce you, Rashida, for the benefit of YouTube. So those of you that are listening or watching, here she is in the flesh, marvelous Rashida. I've spoken over the last few days of her accolades, and she always says to me afterwards, "Oh my gosh, were you talking about me?" But she has such an influence across the financial world, the wealth industry, personal transformation, family and relationships. You know, there isn't anything that she hasn't had a finger in, because she's about transformation. And transformation is about personal transformation before we can input that and impart that into our business. And I know that you will all, you know, trust in that. So I want to bring her on, obviously, and I want us to sort of give her a warm welcome. Her approach, obviously, is more than success. It is about transformation, and she shows us how to thrive, how to bring that thriving mentality into our business and our everyday living. So I just want you to all get yourselves ready to be prepared and inspired by someone who not only talks about the changes, the empowerment, and the way that she can bring transformation, but she lives and breathes it. And that's why we see that in her genuine and intentional living. So, Rashida, welcome to your beautiful masterclass.
Welcome.
Oh, that is so amazing. Hey, oh my God, Dolapo. Mati, Mama, how's everybody doing? I'm so excited. I am the one that's extremely blessed here. And I'm really grateful. Oh my God, Michelle, all the way from, you tell me not to say the UK. So where is it
It is
exactly?
the UK. It is the UK. Yes, that's good.
Let me use the
That's
UK.
good.
Welcome,
I mean,
welcome,
we're as
welcome.
big as Georgia, so you know.
Welcome, everyone. Oh my God, it's been an amazing 3 days. Today's the third day, and I'm just so excited to be able to be here to introduce this opportunity that has changed my life, my family's life forever. And I truly believe that I was called to be here to introduce this to other women that are going through, let me see, other women that may be going through one or two things, that are just sick and tired of being sick and tired, and they just want to, you know, live the life that God has called us to live on earth. And there's nothing wrong with that. So the first day, we talked about the 4 levels of value. This 4 levels of value was just so amazing. And Victoria's in the house.
She's in the house.
Victoria's in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited that you guys are here. So for some reason, the back here is literally like blurry. So I'm gonna just talk briefly about the 4 levels of value. Or would you like to say something about the 4 levels of value, Michelle?
Oh, I mean, I love the four levels of value, but let's not forget that the only 2 I care about are level 3 and 4. And I think that everybody was listening would know: communication, imagination. I mean, that's to set our heart on fire. It releases us, doesn't it? To allow our minds to go wild and to really imagine what life could be. How I can open my eyes in the morning, open my curtains, and start the day in the way in which I want to, not the day in which I have to, is all down to communication and imagination. And you brought that home. You brought that home day one. Yeah.
So today, for the ones that are just coming in for the first time, I'm just going to run through that real quick with you.
Yeah, do.
So we have 4 levels of value, and those 4 levels, the first level is called the implementation. Implementation levels are for people like maybe a janitor, a waitress, so maybe people that cut your grass, those kind of jobs. And these people truly believe that working harder is what's going to get them to the next level. Or sometimes they look at people that are making more money, like that success was for them. Success is not for them. So when you are at the implementation level of your life or career, your mindset, if your mindset does not change, all you believe is, I have to work harder. I need to do more. That's the first level. The second level now is, let me see if I can do it like this. And let me do a staircase. You guys see that? Staircase, yeah?
You see that?
So the first one is implementation. The second level is unification. Now, unification are the managers managers, supervisors. And they make money between, let's say implementators make money between, let's say, 20,000, 40,000 till about maybe 80,000. 80,000. Okay. Now, the people that are the implementation people make between, let's say, 20 to 80,000. Unification is between 40,000 to about 250,000. And what exactly are they doing? They're the supervisor, they're the managers. They're the ones that are managing companies to make sure that everybody else don't kill themselves. Now, a unificator, a person who's making 250,000, he's already living a lifestyle of 250,000. A lot of people at this level are very okay. They don't understand that the company give them that much to remain where they are. Number 3 is the communication. Communication are the actors, the actresses, the speakers. Let's say some real estate brokers, agents, because you use your mouth to make money. Communicators. They make between 100,000 to 100 million. Between 100,000 to 100 million dollars as a communicator. Now, the 4th level is what we call the imaginator. The imaginator. Who are some of the people that you would consider? Let's have a conversation. Who would you think is an imaginator? Imaginator makes between $1 million to $1 billion. $1 million, from $1 million to $1 billion. Would you say you know some of these people that are making between millions to billions of dollars? You can unmute so we can have a conversation. Make it close to billions of dollars, if not more. Let's say people like Steve Jobs, God bless his soul. Bill Gates. What did Bill Gates did? He just took one product, software product, focused on that one thing. And right now he is, what about the guy that created Google? What we're saying here is that the people that does imagination, the people that imagine, they're the ones that are making a killing. So you necessarily do not have to work hard. You just have to come up higher. People that are at this level of implementation, all they are always thinking is they can't make as much money as the people who are doing communication. And why do they think that? Because that's what they know. So that's the 4 levels of value. You have to know what your value is. Who are you? Why are you here? Now, today we're going to talk about the law of advancement. The law of advancement. They are laws and principles that governs us. The law of advancement.
The law of what?
The law of advancement.
The law of
Advancement, for you to advance.
Advancement.
You got it? For you to advance. So let me ask you something. Do you believe you're ready for the next level?
No distance.
Mute your line. Do you believe that you are ready for the next level?
Yes, bring it on.
Because you know what's going on is the fact that we've been taught something. And what we've been taught as a child or in our environment, in our home, or in school, is what many of us are holding on to. And what have we been taught? We've been taught to go to school, get a very good education, and then get a good job, and you'll be rich. How many of you have done that, and you're still not where you really want to be? You're not rich yet. You're not rich. At least you're not as comfortable as you would like to. That's the, I don't want to say lies, but that's the lie that we've been talking. We're seeing that other people that don't even have education, they are making it, they're making it. Here's the truth. To go where you've never been before, you must do what you've never done. I know people that have all the way to PhD, and they're not even making as much as a person who's in the unification. They're not even making as much as the second bracket. PhD. So that right there tells me that it is not education. We all know that there are universal laws. I hope you know there's universal. There's some universal principles that governs our life. There's a law called the law of polarity, where every action has an equal opposite. Write that down, the law of polarity. These things that I'm saying here, I want you guys to go back and just go and look at them. I had no idea with all the schooling, all the degrees, everything, I had no idea that these things even existed. This is the reason why I've taken it upon myself to educate, to teach, to now coach people how to do what I did so they can make far more than what they're making. So you can have that peace of mind. So the law of polarity. And then there's a Newton law, the first law of motion. But today I want to talk to you about a game-changing principle, which is the law of advancement. And here's how it works. You see, before anything can rise, it must first go down. Do we agree? Type in the chat if you agree. Just put I agree. Put I agree.
Sorry, Rashida, can you repeat the last statement? Before anything does what? I didn't get that.
Before anything can rise, it must first go down.
Thank you.
Before anything can rise, it must first go down. Take a seed for an example. A seed for an example. The tiny seed doesn't just sit around dreaming of being a big tree. It has a choice to make. The seed has a choice to make. It must first surrender. It has to let go of being what it was to become what it can be. Did you get that? The seed that wants to be a tree has to first let go of being a seed before it can be a tree. Did you get that?
Mm-hmm.
The seed goes into the ground. I just want you to imagine it. Let's go through this imagination for a minute. The seed goes into the ground and it ceases to exist as a seed. It breaks open, roots downward, and only then does it start reaching for the sky. The seed has to decease from being a seed in order to come to it. If you want to grow into your greatness, you have to let go of what's holding you back. A lot of what's holding us back is our belief system. What have we been taught? What has been told us in us that we're holding on to so strong? Though you're praying, you're fasting, you're doing everything that you have to do. But still yet, it seems as if the success is kind of like, okay. Imagine for a minute. Imagine one day, a pair of eagle spots. One day, a pair of eagles will spot this huge beautiful tree and decides it's the perfect place to spot them. I need you to go into your imagination. So let's get here and eagle. Let's say you're just imagining eagle. An eagle spots this tree. And they
Leader, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I don't know if your sound is just muffled for me or if it's gone muffled for everybody.
It's for me as well.
Uh-huh.
It's very hard to hear.
Sorry, darling. It's very hard to hear. It's a bit like you're underwater.
You hear me now?
Can hear you, but it's very muffled.
Very.
It's a bit like you're underwater or you're far, far away. I know. And we don't want to miss what you're saying to us. We don't want to miss it.
Apology if my expression is sure. You hear me better now? Let me check.
I don't know if you've changed speaker or. Yeah, Esther, sound isn't clear.
Is it still the same? It's still the same?
It's a little bit better.
So, say again, yeah.
If it could get louder.
Thank you for
Technology comes, these are the hurdles and the obstacles. Remember, you talked about it yesterday. You said hurdles and obstacles. We have to just be prepared and go through and over them. So here we are, going through and over the hurdle of the sound, but we don't want to miss anything.
I can't believe I really don't know what could be going on with me. It's still sounding like that.
It's almost like, is that your microphone next to you? Maybe when you're facing it, it's better.
No, I'm right here. I'm facing.
That's better.
That's a lot better, yeah.
Are you serious? Really?
Yeah, no, that's suddenly better, yeah. Uh-huh.
I did absolutely. Do we need the memo? Maybe we need to pray on this channel.
Yeah, cool.
Go on. All right. Well, it's
Go.
much better.
Yeah, much better.
Okay. So what I was saying, I don't know how far you heard me, but I was talking about ego. Okay, you're still hearing me. You don't have to, Michelle, just please let me know.
Yeah, we can hear you. I'll let you know if we can't.
Okay. So I was talking about imagining the ego. And the ego is looking for a place to either start creating a thing. Yeah. They're looking for a place to lay eggs and start nesting. Now, baby eagles are born. Baby eagles are born, mama and papa eagle, they are excited. They're nurturing their babies. They're bringing food to the baby. They're caring for the babies every day. But then comes the day of reckoning. What do you think the day of reckoning is for a baby eagle? The day of reckoning is a day that the baby eagles have to know. The eaglets beg to be taught, to learn how to play. They're excited, they're terrified, and they are unsure. Finally, Mama Eagle takes them out for a test. At first, the eaglets they're thrilled. They're thrilled. They're so excited as they ride on Mama's back. They're so excited. And you know what she does? She eventually drops them. Panic sets in as they plummet downward. The wings are flapping widely. They don't know what to do. They're scared to death. They fail. They fall. But Mama Eagle insists that they try it. Day after day, she takes them higher and higher, dropping them until one day, something incredible happens. The wind catches their wings and they soar. Even an eagle, a creature born to fly, must first experience the fall before it can live. Even an eagle. What about us? We too are born in a nest. It's called the circle of sameness. Your comfort zone. When it's time for us to grow, what do? As humans, we resist. We cling to the safety of what we know because we're terrified. No, terrified of failing, you're terrified of failing. But here's the difference. Eagles don't have extremes. Do they? Eagles don't have extremes. I'm telling you this story because I want you to put yourself in a situation where you have. If they take this story and take it to the children today, 100% of Hebrews went to God. 100%. What about humans? God, because they have questions. We have the fear of failure, of getting wrong, is what keeps us stuck. We're so afraid to fail. Instead of trusting the wind, we need to find wind. We retreat back into the nest, back into our comfort zone, and stay down. But here's the thing. One thing really is very important. One thing really is very important.
Your sound's gone again, Rashida.
I'm
sorry.
My goodness. It is where I say. It is something of a new speech. Oh my God. Can it be because of I think the only thing that's been different today is the live stream. Okay. Just I don't know. Do you want to check whether you really have it as a video? Is that
Rashida, also, I'm just aware you haven't recorded so far.
you do want to check whether it's better or worse? Yeah. You want to check whether it's better over there? Michelle, do you want it?
I can't, it's not very clear.
Wow.
I know, it's just coming against us. It's fine. We're gonna sort it. Might be a little bit more painful, but it's okay.
I'll have to do a previous one with everything for you there. This is, I don't even know what, I mean, everything is beautiful. You were having a hard conversation.
Yeah.
I don't know what nice picture for that.
Do you want to press record as well? I can't press record from co-host. Oh, I can. Record to the cloud. If I record, I have it. I keep it. You need to record.
Oh, okay. So let me do that.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, folks. Thank you for your patience. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Just while we're sorting out this blip, we're going to get there. Some of you asked me to put a few notes in the chat, and I'll put those notes in the chat. Please feel free to copy and paste them. We will start the recording. There we go. And at least we can perhaps go back over it. But I can surmise what Rashida's trying to tell us so far, which is the law of advancement. And essentially, if you've just joined us, and I see there's a couple that have just joined us, so welcome. What you've missed so far is not too much, because we're having a little sound trouble today. I hope you can hear me. I'm shouting from England, so maybe you can hear me. But what you've missed today so far is literally just the conversation that there is a law of polarity. For every up, there's a down. For every opposite, basically. So what we're really focusing on today is the law of advancement. We can't go forward if we don't get rid of what's holding us back. And so Rashida's talked to us. She gave us the beautiful example of a seed that wants to be a tree, but it can't hold on to being a seed, must be able to grow into that beautiful tree. And then gave us that fantastic analogy just about the eagle. The eagle, the mother who has her baby eaglets, and then she basically takes them out. They're full of excitement, as we all are right now, on the precipice of what we're born to be. And then we get taken out by our wonderful coaches like Rashida. She holds our hand, strokes our hair, and then drops us from a mighty height because she believes and knows we can do it. And the eagle does the same with her babies until eventually, as Rashida explained, the wind takes their wings, and guess what happens? They fly. And that's what Rashida's sowing into us today, the third day of helping us fly. That's where we're going. So Rashida, how are you doing with your sound? We've got no sound at all now. Absolutely none. You're totally mute. Well, you are mute.
Okay.
There we are.
You hear me now?
We can hear you. Oh no.
Do you feel muffled?
Yeah.
You feel muffled. Okay. Um,
That's okay.
Okay.
Can you go on to just your computer microphone? Maybe your other microphone's not doing its job. I don't know.
And I'm doing a test speaker, a microphone, and it's actually. Okay. It's not serious. Right? Everything looks good on this one. Okay, do you hear me? No? Still the same.
Still the same.
Still the same.
Welcome to those joining us. We're just having a few, you know how we love technology, because that's our strong point. Well, it might be for some of you, certainly not for me. But we're just having a few sound issues. Please bear with.
Okay, how about now? I'm not sure which one.
It's just that you're quite quiet and it's a little bit muffled. So quiet and muffled. I think we're straining to hear you a little.
I don't know. Can we come out and go back in? I'm not.
Yeah, you could do. You could. Well, but I don't know if we all go. If you go.
We're all gonna go. Is it still the same thing?
Yeah.
Still the same thing.
Yeah.
Trying to press everything here. I don't know what's going on.
Do you have a separate microphone that's attached to your